99 out of 100 workshop accidents occur at the router table, which is a statistic that I just made up. But the fact remains, a multi-bladed carbide cutter spinning at a billion RPM is bound to claim an occasional finger. So you can never have too much safety when it comes to the router table. And I think the most important rule to follow, besides never touching the spinning part, is to use featherboards. Any straight-grained wood will work just fine to make a featherboard, but I prefer something moderately hard like oak or soft maple. The important part is to cut your fingers along the grain rather than across it. And by cut your fingers, I mean the fingers on the featherboard, not your literal fingers. It would kind of defeat the purpose, wouldn't it?
A featherboard is a block of wood or some other material that keeps the workpiece in contact with the bit using a set of flexible fingers. Commonly used on a router table, as well as on a table saw, they are best used in pairs to hold the stock down, as well as prevent it from drifting away from the fence. This combination of lateral and longitudinal pressure not only reduces the risk of injury, it also increases the quality of the cut.
Of course you're going to want a way to hold them down. On the new router table I'm going to make a spot where a couple of bolts can go directly into the table and into the fence. But sometimes you just want them to snug up inside your miter track. Well, there's a way you can do that too. And all you need is a couple of flat-headed machine screws and some wing nuts. This is the little doodad we come up with, which tightens inside the miter slot when you tighten the nut on top. Of course, this isn't an idea that we just invented. Featherboards like this one from Harbor Freight have them built right in, made out of plastic. They've been used for a long time with great success. So we can put that right on one of the slots in our featherboard, which will allow us to position it in the slot, adjust back and forth, and tighten it in place, which will lock it forward and back and side to side. We also applied this idea to a neat little jig that is found inside the volume 34, number 201 issue of Woodsmith Magazine. And that is this featherboard holder. Now it holds a featherboard to press against the side and to hold down, and everything is all adjustable. The idea that they had was to use those switchable magnets, which are really expensive. So I used those same little slot holders, put a couple on here so that it will fit right in place. You can lock it down, adjust the featherboards and lock them down. It's a nice jig. I think it kind of gets in the way. You know, you'll have to push your push stick underneath it